Hi everyone, it's Miss Amy from Camden Public Library, and for today's book talks, I am going to talk about some banned and challenged books. These are books that are being highlighted because somewhere in the United States they have been challenged or actually removed from shelves in schools or libraries or whatever for many different reasons, from being LGBTQ to being racist to having content that is objectionable according to the people who are questioning the book. And yeah, so and everyone should have free choice in what they read. And so maybe you'd like to check out some of these amazing books and see what you think about the book and why you think somebody might be questioning whether or not it's appropriate for the shelves in a library. There's a lot of that going on right now in our world. And yeah, not every book is for every person. And that's why we have a great selection at the library so that everyone can find a book that suits them. So the first one that I want to talk about is my friend Sharon Creech's Walk Two Moons, which was a Newbery Award-winning book. And this book has recently been removed from a curriculum in a library in the United States, in a whole district, in a whole school district, because of questionable content. Because their reasoning is that they want to keep kids innocent. And there is some sad and heavy things going on in this story. But that happens, and it makes for really good conversation. The main character in this, Salamanca, her mom has disappeared, and she goes on a road trip across country, following the postcards that her mother sent, with her grandparents, who get lost and are just fun, unique, quirky people. But while they're going along, Salamanca is telling her grandparents stories of her life and her friends and people that she knows. And we come to discover a lot of similarities. And yeah, it was sad. I got through the story not without a lot of sighing at the end, but I promise there is hope, and you should read this story. Yeah, you should, because it's a great story with rich language and fun characters and some sad stuff, but it's life sometimes for some people and for some kids. This one, The Hate You Give, Prince Award for Young Adult Excellence. This is being challenged because was because of race. It's about a girl who witnesses, a teenage girl who witnesses the shooting by a police officer of her best friend. And she's torn because she goes to a very privileged white school, or like school, because she's really smart, but she lives in like the projects, which that's fine. But so she has friends from both sides, and she decides to speak up because of the violence that happened. And it's not everybody, it's just sometimes, but it really stands out. And this is about having a voice, and it's a great story and really relevant. So this story, Harry Potter, one of the most popular books for kids, for teens, for adults. Kids grew up with Harry Potter and all the characters. This one by J.K. Rowling was banned and challenged, and still sometimes is, for glorifying witchcraft. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. You probably have read it. And if you haven't, maybe you should. It's a really fun series. I loved it, have read it many times, read it aloud to my boys when they were younger. And kids are still reading it. And this one, 13 Reasons Why, by Jay Asher. And this one is being, has been challenged because of some parents think that it glorifies suicide. Now, it doesn't. It is really a story about a girl. It is about teen suicide, and it is about the impact after that girl left and took her own life. And it's about the impact on all of the people that are left behind and how that affects them. And that is the story of this. I mean, that's this story. So, read banned and challenged books. Discover for yourself why they are being banned or challenged, and make an educated decision for yourself. Check them out at your local library. Check them out here at our library. Discuss them. Talk to them, to read them together with some friends. Talk about them. Talk about what's in them. Talk about the books. Enjoy them. Get frustrated by them. Whatever. But they're here for you to read. Check it out. And many, many more banned and challenged books. You have the freedom to read whatever you choose. Happy reading. Enjoy your weekend. Miss Amy.